The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Jets 0. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Ball again on second down. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
This now a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Brown. Dancing to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Pulled in at the 24. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
3rd down at 13. Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
They go play action with Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now 2nd and 9. Now it's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Ravens lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Ravens 14, Jets nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
All again on 2nd down. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Jets nothing.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Go, Chap! Go, Chap! Go!
On third down, it's Palmer, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Jets at 2-6 now in the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And taken down just shy of the 40.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Now a handoff up the middle. Palmer. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And now they'll shift things around. They'll run with Hall. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more this time, the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Palmer. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Let's go.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. Brown. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Ball again on 2nd down. Down to the 25. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
To throw on 3rd down, Brown. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And his kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance of coming out with a W.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 5. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Defensive coordinators love that. You got a quarterback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage. But an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. After that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Tucker's kick is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 72.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Here's Brown. A final shot before break. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Go ahead.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll be out right at the 35. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Loose inside the 30. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Brown. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Looking to throw. Brown. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On second down, here's the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Flowers going to go in motion right. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to...
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
From the gun, it's Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Brown. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 57-yard punt, 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They go play action now. Jackson escaping the pressure right. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding clock.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. The Ravens on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Play action. It's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Pick it up. No way, you're kidding me.
Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On first down, right back to Hall. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he is going to have a Jets first down, and they pick it up rather easily. A gain of 9 on 4th and 2. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And now an audible here into something else. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Quick, ready?
2nd and 6.
What is that? No, we changed it.
Throwing is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Flowers. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 22 yards on the catch and run. A first down.
And the Ravens first down.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. A pitch comes to Dobbins, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
Ravens 27, Jets 3.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Locates Hardman for another catch. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And quickly, they get to the line.
That's another Jets first down.
They'll look to throw again. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there, with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16.
Jets 11.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Jermaine Johnson there to bring him down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. That's caught by Meredith right side. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the play fake. Brown. Catch is made by Hardman. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Off play action. Brown. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Pat Freiermuth. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by David Ojabo.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
What is it? Let's go.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson, options out left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now Jackson. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. The partner Gardner, you and I were excited for this one today and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time. And let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right?